it's Deb James, Holistic Dementia Care Specialist, and I am here with another episode of Dementia Care Conversations. I apologize for my tardiness. We got confirmation this morning that my mother is being discharged from rehab in 2 days. So, lots of things to do, lots of phone calls this morning. We have to make arrangements for oxygen and all sorts of other things. So it's been a little hectic morning. But life goes on. So today we're talking about music, the power of music. And I'm sure many of you have heard of the benefits of music in terms of relaxation, in terms of stress relief, and just in terms of feeling better. And that's great, fun and dandy. But when you are a caregiver for a loved one with dementia, music has other benefits. I remember seeing a video, I'm not sure how long ago it was, but it was a video that showed a woman who was in a memory care facility, and she was really pretty much unresponsive to her surroundings. She didn't speak, she didn't talk, move, didn't have really any activity that she did. And someone found out that she had played violin years ago. She was a professional violinist. And so they put on a piece of music that she was familiar with and that she had played before. And surprisingly, the woman started acting like she was playing again. She, air violin, but the fact that she was doing things in the way that was familiar to her was just pretty much amazing. And I saw another video of a woman who, in a similar type of situation, had been a ballerina. And they put on, I think it was one of the classics from Swan Lake. And she got up and started doing some of the movements that she knew from ballet. I mean, not any of the turns, pirouettes, leaps, things like that, but just some of the basic hand, foot, and leg movements. And it was just amazing because in spite of everything that was going on, these women had that spark of recollection, that memory of, okay, this means something. This means I do something. And they were able to do it. Whereas any other time, they couldn't do it. And so that speaks to the power of music. It really does. I have been playing Name That Tune with my mother while she's in rehab. And I will pick songs that I know she's familiar with. And I will play it and I will ask her if she knows the name of the group or the name of the song. And whether she does or doesn't, I tell her if she doesn't. And then I ask her if she remembers who sings it. Now, sometimes I have to give her lots of clues. But at least 30% of the time, she's able to figure out who's singing. But what I have noticed is that even if she doesn't remember the name of the song, even if she doesn't remember the name of the group, I notice her lip syncing to the song. And sometimes she'll pat her foot or pat her hand. So I know that there's a connection there. There's something familiar to her with that. And it enables me to ask questions in terms of, like, do you remember how old you were when you first heard this? Is this something that Daddy used to sing? Is it something that you had, a special liking for? Sometimes I get a response, sometimes I don't. But the bottom line is, it's engaging her mind. It's getting her thinking, okay, there is something familiar in this. And sometimes I just let her sing along, and I sing along with her. Or lip sync. She won't sing, but she'll lip sync. And she remembers the words, which is pretty darn amazing. She can't remember who came to visit. She can't remember what she had to eat. She can't remember if she did any therapy or anything, but she can remember the words of a song. And that is just amazing. So I encourage you, if you have a loved one with dementia, and there's a certain type of music they like, play it for them. You might get a response that you didn't expect. You might get that little spark that says, hey, I'm still here. I got issues trying to express myself, but I'm still here. And that is a wonderful, beautiful thing. That is something that helps them. It's something that helps you, because you can see that little spark of who they were, 40, 50 years ago. And it lets you know that that person is still in there somewhere. Can't necessarily bring them out all the time, but they are still there. And that's why dementia should not be looked at as all encompassing the person. The person is not demented. The person has dementia. The bottom line is, they are still a person. They are still someone that you love. There's someone that you have an association with. So there's a tendency to just say, okay, they're gone. There's no point in me trying to do anything with them. But know that they're still there somewhere, and you can work with that, and you can bring that out every now and then. I remember even with my grandmother, she would tap her feet to music that she was familiar with. That was one of the things that kind of put a smile on her face, which, hey, okay, she's not singing or anything, but she remembers the song. And there was another woman at the facility where she was at that apparently had been a piano player at some point. I don't know if it was, church or what have you, but when my father and his group would come to sing, depending on what they were singing, if there was a strong piano part to it, she would start playing. I mean, she would just start playing. Like, she knew, and her whole expression changed. It was like she was in her day. And that was just amazing. And that was before I knew anything about what I know now. So again, I encourage you, if you have a loved one with dementia, try music with them. It will benefit them, and it will benefit you as well, because it will give you the opportunity to remember times when they enjoyed that music. and it can give your heart a little smile. So, if you have any questions for me, please feel free to respond to this. Or you can send me an email at deb.james.empower@gmail.com. Also, for those of you who may have missed it, I am featured on the cover of the Color of Wellness magazine. And I'm talking about dementia. And I had a podcast that I did with Lisa Ciato that is available now. And I will be having a podcast coming up with the Color of Wellness magazine as well. So, my link tree is https://deb.wellnessrn4 So you can also find me at deb.wellnessrn on Instagram. And if you get a chance, check out my YouTube channel. Let me know what you think. Let me know if these are beneficial to anyone. You know, that's why I'm doing these. I'm there. I'm living the dementia care journey for the third time. So, if there's something that you want to know about, that you are concerned about or confused about, please feel free to reach out to me. And you can also reach me at 443-203-9303. All right? Okay. Have a good week, and I will see you next time.